It's Monday, May 2nd, and that means two things. I was the one who let the dogs out. I feel late safely that I can say that now. I regret it, certainly, but at the time it seemed like the most sensible thing to do, and I don't know why I didn't say who did it until now. And it's time for the Lighting Industry News Brief, brought to you by Keystone Technologies and their Aviva family of modern-looking LED retrofit trims. These are designed for existing screw-in based reset slice fixtures in residential and light commercial apps. Installation is easy. You just screw it in, and that's about it. No junction box, and they come with gimbal units for vaulted ceilings right now. That's KeystoneTech.com. And into the news. 2023, it's official. That's the year the bulbs go out. The DOE rules on general service, incandescents, and halogens go into effect. 45 lumens per watt will be the law of the land. Stock up while you can, or relabel as heating elements if you can't. The IES has removed 7 people from their staff role. The key positions are now empty. They've also reorganized 2 departments. Standards and education will now act as one group, and that's because revenues are down, memberships are down, event funds are not what they used to be. Maybe $5 million lost in 2 years is what they are saying. Guangzhou, Shenzhen, their lockdowns are now easing off as case numbers drop. We have a new grand opening for the Daintree HQ in Beechwood, Ohio. DMF's owners have bought a stake in HK Lighting. The Danish family has bought a stake in the California company. Schneider has sold their Russian operations. Local leadership will take over business there and in Belarus. Signify has beat earning estimates with sales up by 6%. Cleantech has lost not quite $6 million in the past year. Amerlox has a new facility in New Jersey ready to go, or at least ready to finish buying. Lumileds has issued their sustainability report for their Malaysian facility, and LSI will be buying 15 million in shares. City ES, Cree, and Nicor and Signify are all endorsing the NEMRA POS. Dialite is profitable for the first time in 2 years. Tons Lightology has reported a bounce back in demand from China. Orders have surged over at Fagerhult. Sonepar is extending their e-commerce plans. Galco is expanding their warehouse in Michigan. Border states have named their suppliers of the year. We have an illuminated bench winning the SIT prize for public furniture. We have a new standard for marine LED. We have the NICLIQ issuing an open letter seeking support from members of the industry for marginalized professionals, especially in those states that are marginalizing them, maybe. Legal briefs, we have New Orleans in dispute with Cox Communication over a smart city deal. And the British Army Training Unit in Kenya claims that their white phosphorus supply was just for lighting, an issue of concern. In events, on May 5th, we have a Daintree webinar on new lamps. We have Recolight offering workshops for circular product design. We have, on May 11th, a new webinar about Horticultural Magazine, presented as a panel by LEDs Magazine. We have Bright Days and Dark Nights, a new webinar from Delighted Talks, presented by LPS. The IES has extended their deadline for papers and posters. And we have 2 events for women in lighting upcoming. The NAD Forum in Florida is on June 11th, and Hardware and Building Supply in Chicago in November. In recommended reading, all this is on nailed.org. We have blending networks for IoT, making better projects. We have 3 ways to introduce smart lighting to commercial buildings. We have making the case for soil in vertical ag. We have trends in school retrofits. We have using light therapy for Parkinson's disease. We have the value of light over caffeine. We have 7 things reps want from their contracts. We have the best Blue Bocker glasses. I like these ones. They're nice. We have prescribing lighting, and we have a reply to an open letter from Cree. In IoT news, legislators in Connecticut have signed a bill on data privacy. I know why this isn't happening at a federal agency level. There's partisanship, there's lobbyists, but also, why Connecticut? Why now? American politics is very strange to me. Urban and Nordic have created a plug-and-play controller. We have Senate expanding their relationship with Helium, the LoRaWAN network type, not the gas. In market projections, we have 20% growth for smart lighting. Light engines will reach $37 billion in activity by 2028. and the demand for UVC will continue to rise by about 15% over the next few years. We have some research from New York City showing that light at night reduces crime sometimes. This is stadium-level brightness in community housing projects. In dark sky news, Perry's Peace Memorial in Ohio goes dark for the birds. Blanco, Texas is the 5th dark sky community in that region. We have Arizona becoming the first dark sky state, perhaps. We have frequent circadian disruption altering appetite and eating habits. We have the beginning of sea turtle nesting season this week. We have a new tool for measuring Allen, drones. We have weather radar predicting bird fatalities for the fall. And we have skies in Yorkshire Dales. That event generating £200,000 sterling for the region in tourism dollars, and traction for a new California light pollution law building up. In horticultural news, Cerna has a podcast, Butterleaf Lettuce is better with the lights off. They do need extended darkness, like me. Chinese Academy of Ag Science has been playing with lights. This is a new study showing the value of unconventional arrangements and schedules for a number of plants. In People News, John Watkins plans his retirement. Fromm has picked Heather Bush as a lighting specialist. Laura Grayson joins Sesco. GenLed hires Tim Snyder as a VP of Sales. Nora has appointed Hugo Gomez as a warehouse manager. Mike Smith is now at Lightline as the national sales manager. And we have a new board formed at NACLIQ. In local news, Atlanta, Georgia is not managing their street lighting according to an auditor. SWEPCO is raising their utility rates. Tennessee state parks are recognized for their green initiatives. Durham Region, Ontario is offering retrofit funds to homeowners. We have Virginia Capital closing for lighting upgrades. We have the $5 million in funds for upgrades in Michigan. Devon, Alberta is planning more solar lit pathways. And we have Available Light opening a new office in LA. In things you can make, a wireless Plinko device. A Philips ad in Ghana is striking a bit of nerve for its innuendo. And no, vampire electronics aren't costing you money. You can hold off on the garlic and the specialty receptacles. I'm Scott Walker. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the music. Thank you, Nailed. Enjoy the week. Bye.
Not that, sir. I have an interest in the light qualities of the moon. If you might suffer sunstroke, might you not suffer some similar evil from the rays of the moon? Moonstroke, you mean? Exactly. What we call lunacy, from the word luna, meaning the moon. Not that,
Bye.